back, my friends. A pleasure to be back. And today we're going to take a look at the Doobie Brothers' big hit, Taking It to the Streets, of course featuring Michael McDonald. This is quite an enjoyable piece to play. You can have a lot of fun with this chorus. For a singer-songwriter, of course, on a guitar, we're going to do the best we can to recreate the feel and the movement of the original gospel-style piece. But before we begin, friends, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got a new channel here I'm hoping will prosper, and it's always a pleasure to bring along new members on this exciting guitar playing journey. So please don't forget to subscribe. So now let's get back to the tune. We basically have three pieces here that we want to look at: the verse, the chorus, and the bridge. For this song, I'm using the basic fingerstyle position, which is the three fingers on the top three strings and the thumb operating the bass up above. So the first chord we've got here is a G bass with actually an F beneath it, or really for fingering purposes just a D minor 7. Okay, but this would be your G11 chord, because you've got the G, you've got the 9th, you've got the 11th, and you've got the 7th of the G. When we're looking at 9ths, 11ths, 13ths, usually you will find the 7th must be in place in order to get to the 9, 11, 13. So in this case, we've got the 11, but we've also got the 9th and the 7th. But typically on the lead sheet, this would be called a G11. So we've got a G11, or sometimes in pop music, you'll see an F/G, which of course means an F chord with a G bass. Okay, so this is our first chord. Now we're going to rotate off of this, and you can see that the bass is staying on the G, but the fingers are going to go from the D minor 7, and we're going to just pop up to the form of a C or an A minor 7, okay, with the G bass. And so that's the first line of the song, right? Da, 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 da. And you're accenting where you've heard this song so many times. You're going to accent where the song would typically accent. Okay, now the next piece is going to be the C7 chord, but we're going to move it up to the 3rd through 5th fret to get the D7. Okay, again, we're only playing the inside. You could actually play the open E, and here you'd be getting basically a D9, right? So that's okay if that bottom string trickles in there. It's going to sound fine. And then, of course, you know, Michael McDonald with his chords that he's playing on his keyboard typically will go into that jazz world with the additional elements onto the basic chord. So this is actually going to work fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to keep the 3rd and 4th fingers down, and we're just going to bar. Okay, and now we've got a G11. Now the G11 in this case does not include the 9th, so it's a little bit different sound than this one, but it is still a G11 because it's got the 7th and the 11th. Okay, so we've got G again. This form is going to be just a bar, and then we're going to keep the 3 and the 4 from the 7th chord. Okay, and we're going to get that G11. So putting those 4 chords together, you've got da 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 da. Now again, when you play that D7, we're going to slip down to the 5th string to get that bass note, the D. Okay, but then when we play the G11, we're going to come back up to the 6 again. So you're playing the 6th string bass, 6th string bass, 5th string bass, and then 6th string bass. So the rhythm of that's going to be something like this. Da, 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 da. And you notice that I'll kind of roll out the arpeggio a little bit there. Da, 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 da. So that's your verse. That's the 4 chords for the verse. So it's going to sound something like this. You don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was raised here in this living hell. You don't know my kind in your world. Very soon the time will tell. Okay, and there's your verse. Now we're going to go into the bridge. So we're going to slide down into a C, basic C chord. O, U, C, then B flat. Now we don't need the whole bar on the B flat. We're just going to play the B flat with the 3 and 4 as we would play an A7, right? That form. And by leaving that third string open, we're getting the G, which is actually a 6. So we're getting actually a B flat 6 here. Okay, so we've got the C, da, B flat 6. Then we're going to go to the A minor 7. And so I like to put the little pinky there on the G to get the 7th down the bottom. Okay, so this is just basically a typical A minor 7. So we've got C, B flat 6, A minor 7, and now we're going to go up and play the A flat 7 to the G7. Now you can play the A flat 7 with just the one finger and then the second finger down here on the second string and the third finger, and if you're only playing the thumb with these two fingers, that's really all you need, and you can just slide that down A flat to G. The other way to do it, of course, is to play a full bar on the A flat and just a one finger like that, and you can do the same thing. So we got C, B flat, da, 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 and then just repeating again. Da, 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 da. Now into the chorus, right? And again, back to C to get the chorus. C with the chorus. Now with the chorus, we're going to do a little bass line here. So we're going to go C, open, 1, 2, 3. Back to the F with the G or the G11. And then ba, 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 ba. And the rhythm's important here. And on the tab, you'll see how we have it laid out. It's very syncopated. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and we're basically just flopping back and forth between the bass and these three fingers, trying to give us some fullness to this tune, which of course incorporates the entire Doobie Brothers instruments and vocals. Difficult to get all of that into one little singer-songwriter episode, but we're doing the best we can. So that's basically the whole song, and now it's just feeling it and putting it into motion. You don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was raised here in this living hell. You don't know my kind in your world. Very soon the time will tell. You telling me the things you're gonna do for me. I am blind and I don't like what I think I see. Taking it to the street, taking it to the street, taking it to the street. Oh, and on, and that's the song basically. So I hope that helps you out, my friends. Pretty quick lesson on a great tune. Get that practiced up, put it in your repertoire. I'm sure you'll make a hit out there in the world. If you have any other comments on this song, I'd love to hear from you. Any other tunes you'd like to hear me work out, please again, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy that guitar playing journey, my friends.